But it gave me, watching this show, it gave me a great idea, Kristen.
That's nice.
I know, right?
It's always good to have good ideas. Or nice ideas.
Should we open up some packs that I have?
In what?
In baseball.
Don't you usually open those at the end of streams?
Yeah, I have 50 of them though, so,
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, that'll take a bit.
Mookie?
Mookie.
Mookie, I don't have Mookie. Oh, it is going to take so long. Hi, puppy! Catherine will take you out.
No,
You just gotta eat
take me out of
first.
my misery. Take me out of my misery.
Okay, will do.
Thanks.
I got you. I am actually working tomorrow.
That's
A
nice.
6-hour shift, but you know, whatever. What bat did I get? Bow, 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 bow. You know, I love it. The Triple Crown comes so like so little, so infrequently, and I think I've won it 3
But you've won
times.
it a bunch. Because you are just good, Sinky.
Thank
You
you.
are good.
Thank
You are
you.
good. You have skills. Skills that perhaps
And
pay
you
the
know what?
bills.
I almost
Hello,
believe
baseball
you.
fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Minnesota Twins going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch
God,
coming
Fixer
your way
Upper.
next.
What song are you listening? What are you listening to? Why do you? Underrated? Underrated? I'm sorry. Fixer Upper is underrated?
That's not true.
Ready to go now? Our starter in this one, Roansy Contreras.
Watch Mojo. I know you're
What are you
crazy,
looking
but
for
like
from
you're
him?
really crazy.
Well, this guy had a bunch of wins last year, and I'll tell you what, as a position player, when you've got a pitcher that's going to go out there, take the ball, and
Underrated.
put you in a position to win,
Fixer Upper.
for whatever reasons, you're relaxed, you enjoy playing behind him, but you also are able to score for a guy like that, and that's who he was for his team last year, and I'm sure they're hoping they get more of the same this season.
Well, whoop-de-doo. God, Fixer Upper. Awful
Soft
song.
contact in the air, and that's just foul.
She's
This is one of
engaged
those
to someone
situations
else.
The infielders
Big,
have
big,
to
big.
pre-plan and understand that the ball's
She's a
going
little
to be
bit
hit extremely hard
fixer-upper.
right at them if
It's
they're
a
going to have
minor
a chance
thing.
to go for a double play.
Silence. Be quiet. I do not want to hear that song in this house.
Flex the range, but by the way, I don't see no ring.
Swing and a
That was all I'm gonna
Big
say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Sinky. Just
And a
now.
superb diving catch.
You don't want to
Tagging
face
at
the
first,
rest.
he breaks for second. He's
Uh-oh.
in there. And wow, what a
Why do
great
you hate
diving
that song?
catch.
You always
Sinky.
were singing it.
Statcast says that
Well,
was a
I
good
know.
throw.
I think that's part of the reason.
And it
Plus,
had
the
to be.
the language
That's just a
behind
big
it,
part of his
so
game. I mean,
annoying.
this guy's
And it's like,
instincts
what
just
kind of
seem to
message are
always
we
put him in
saying
a
here?
position to make special
don't know,
plays, and
actually.
right there.
Okay, granted, but her
This is
engagement
DJ
was to
Blade.
somebody who wasn't very
And that's
nice, so
no
maybe
wonder
they were
with a
foreseeing it.
200 in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
What was us on there?
Left-hand hitter wins.
Oh yes, almost there.
Hit
I
on the
freaking
ground,
love that
52.
one.
Good feed, that's one. Over to first, safe. Man,
Plus the
second
trolls
one
are the
away.
weakest
Now
link
it's the
about
power speed combo.
Frozen.
Julius Caesar. He's 0 for 1.
By the way, I don't see no ring.
Okay.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning,
Do you
they're
wanna
definitely
die?
looking to do some more damage.
No, actually, I don't
Because
want
your
to
death
die.
can be arranged real quick.
I like my life.
The pitch.
Good.
In the air out to
Gosh,
center.
darn it.
And puts the squeeze on it.
I'm
That's out number 2.
almost there. Almost there.
Runner on at first with one gone. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremiah Jackson. Here comes a pitch. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike.
Well, we
The
would have.
tag
Okay, I was
is
gonna say we
out
would have
at
gotten him if
second.
his throw was on, but we still got him anyway. Oh crap! I might
And
have that
now
song stuck in my head now.
Julius
Ah
Caesar.
crap!
This guy has turned into
Let's sing
a
another song.
beast.
Twinkle, twinkle.
Twinkle little star.
Sorry, I was on the fly here.
On the ground to third. And it
ways
goes.
I'll fix this. I'll
Always tough
fix
to
it.
turn two on a
So
speedster like
many
this. It's
dumb
even
ways
harder with him coming out of the left-handed.
Dumb
bounce. You really need
ways
something
to-
hit
I didn't even
hard
think
on the
about that
ground
one,
that they can
Thank you.
handle to turn two.
I'm
quickly.
Over to first and he's safe.
I'm on a.
Set fire to your head. Poke a stick at a grizzly bear.
Yeah.
Teach
On the ground, right
yourself how
side.
to
And it's
fly.
through for a hit.
Eat a 2
And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Dumb ways
Just a
to
cookie
die.
down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about.
So
Once in
many
the cage, you're
dumb
just hoping you
ways
get in a
to
ball
die.
game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of
Dumb
velocity, right
ways
on
to
top of it. And now they've got some
die.
speed on
So
first, so we'll
many
see if they
dumb
try to get him
ways
into
to
motion.
die.
One away,
Get
runners at
your
first and
touchdown
third. And
with
now the
a
Twins
fork.
catcher, Austin Wells.
Do your own electrical work.
Check on the runner.
Eat
And he's back in
medicine.
safely.
That's out of date. Use your private parts as piranha bait. Dumb ways to die.
And the
So
right-hander
many
deals.
dumb ways to die.
And that one is lifted in the air. Lede going back on this one. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Runner tagging from third. He's in to score on the sac fly. It's 4-2.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Scratch your drug dealer's brand new ride. Take your helmet off in outer space.
Runner at
You
first
will
with 2
try
away.
your ass
And
a
now here
hiding
is
place.
Mason Wynn.
Good speed on the
wonder what's
base
this red
pass. He
button
handles
do?
the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised.
Ow! They got him, and
Dressed
that
up
will end
like
the inning.
a moose
Last
during
half of the fifth
hunting
coming up.
season.
It's the Twins 4 and the White Sox 2.
Disturb a nest of wasps for no good reason. Stand on the edge of a train station platform. Drive around the boom gates at
Here
a
on the
level
south side,
crossing.
all set
Run
for the
across
start of the
tracks
inning.
between the
Stepping in,
platforms.
Julius Caesar.
They may not rhyme, but they're
It's
quite
good speed at the
possibly
top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get
dumbest
around the
ways to
bases
die.
and pick up a run.
Dumbest ways to die. Dumbest ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Be safe around
Be safe
trains.
around trains.
A message from
A
Metro.
message from Metro.
That one fouled off.
I'm eating an orange, by the way.
That's
If we
nice.
haven't eaten.
Left-hand batter waits.
Oh my God! Stop being
Swing and a
loud.
miss, and that's strike 2.
From a pitcher's
Star.
perspective, that's a beautiful
So you wanna know about what my story
splitter
is?
right there. As a hitter, you don't
Sure,
like
hit
it,
me.
but he's commanded his fastball
Really?
out of that same tunnel.
I
That
forgot. You
splitter
can listen to
comes
my
and
stories.
The bottom just falls out of it.
What's up?
And now it's 1-2.
You are,
Comes up empty as he chases that one.
and you give me positive feedback.
Beats him for the first out, and that completes.
So
the
I was
strike.
watching. What?
Yeah, wait, tell me your story.
So I was watching. I gotta provide the background.
Right.
Okay.
You were
So
watching.
up next for Chicago. West
I was
Ham.
watching
Sinky,
the
talk about a guy
Chinese
that has
drama,
all
okay?
the skills.
It's called The
Okay.
The
Wolf.
range is really good, but the arm
Alright.
just stands out, and he makes
Yep.
all the plays.
I won't go into detail, but we have this
And
killer
here it
elite
comes.
guard.
Gets the bunt down the right
Okey-dokey.
side.
Okay.
Not in time. That's
We didn't
bunt
get a single out.
This couldn't have played
Anywho.
out any better on offense. They were trying
Where
to
was I?
trade it out to
Elite
move the
guard.
runner into scoring position,
So
but
there
instead,
are
they just couldn't make the play
3
on
members
defense.
in this
You
elite
really
guard.
need to get it out there.
2 of them are male. One of
And
them is
now
a
for the
female.
Twins, Julius Caesar. Good
Okay.
contact guy, good defender.
Anywho, so as the story progresses, they sort of befriend and come to like
He swings and fouls
the
one
the
off.
female protagonist, the femtag, because she's married to the male tag. Okay,
Okie dokie.
but they knew each other in the past, but now he's like
On to first.
turned to like this evil
That
killer.
ends the frame.
Okay, but
To the bottom of the
it's so
ninth we
cheesy,
go.
but I
Top
freaking
of
love
the
it.
order, Dua.
That's
It's the
okay.
Twins 6 and
Anywho.
the White Sox 3.
And so I'm watching this.
Well,
And
first save
we
of
come
the
to a
season
part
is in the books, and that was a nice
where
job of him coming in the game and closing it out. He's off and running now.
One of the elite guard is like, I'm gonna risk my life and say like I did whatever, I did this one thing, okay? So the king or emperor, whatever he is, will get mad at me and not the fem tag or pro tag, okay? Or male tag, okay? And so the female is like, the female guard is like, what? Why are you gonna do that? Anyway, and so he leaves the room, and she's like sort of staring longingly at him. And I was like, you know what? I don't really see that happening. Okay, and then I was like, oh my god, wouldn't that be awesome if the female guard falls in love with the female protagonist? And then I was like, oh
Impossible.
my god, that gives me, it wouldn't work in this story, but I was like, I can make it work, because it happens. I've even created stories where I have the guard falling in love with whoever he's protecting, okay, and I was like, oh my god. we're just gonna have a same-sex couple, and it's going to be brilliant.
And on the mound
done it.
now, Javier.
Yeah. I was
his
quite
ERA
pleased
last
with myself.
year
I
was
haven't
a
written it
little
down
worse
yet.
than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the
But I was
keys
like,
is
oh
just
my god,
being able to have
that
a
would be
consistent delivery
awesome.
and to be able to repeat that delivery
And
so
it's a
you can
story
hit
that's
the
not
spots
told.
that you want to hit and have a higher chance
But
of
it is
being
told.
successful.
Just in other ways. And you know what my story is gonna be, Kristen?
And that one
Yes.
fouled off.
My
This is
story's
one
not
of those
gonna have a
situations
stupid,
defensively
sad
where
ending.
You can't try to do too much.
What?
You gotta make sure
That's
you
not gonna
play the ball
happen.
cleanly and get one out first. It's
That
be
is
tough
not
to
gonna
get
happen.
two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
I'm only sad in my house.
That's not gonna happen.
I have crippling
Kick
depression.
Sandios.
Is it still sad if they both die? Like, I'm just
Yes.
asking. So that still qualifies as a bad ending?
Yes.
Popped up right side. Valentine makes the grab.
See, I think there is some evidence to support that usually movies with same-sex relations usually end up bad. But I'm thinking, I was
Yeah,
like, you know
because-
what?
Bottom of the first, and now Nick Rodriguez.
That's a lot of period pieces, though. A lot of period pieces have kind of crappy
It
endings.
didn't end well. It
wind of the
did not
pitch.
end well. You know,
Now
in
a
the Game
slow
of Thrones
roller to
prequel
center.
show, there was a gay
Caesar
couple.
gloves it.
Guy in love with like
Whips
this,
it to
you know, this
first.
other guy,
One
right?
gone,
And everyone was
Bob
like,
Whoa!
"Oh, this is nice."
Good slider
In the
inside
same
right there.
episode,
Batter
guess what was
fighting
happening?
to
His
get
lover
there.
was murdered.
Ground ball.
No.
And everyone was like,
And next to hit
"Yeah,
for the
don't know why I
Sox,
expected
Wes
anything out of
Cat.
Game of Thrones. Don't know what I was expecting."
So yeah, my ending is not going to be a crappy ending. It's going to be like Portrait of a Lady on Fire, but it's going to be a lot happier. Oh god, I'm eating an orange and I'm trying to...
And he'll be safe at first.
It's fine, it's cute.
But yeah, okay, so mine's going to be a happier ending.
I don't know if you saw what I posted a meme
But-
the other day, but it was
Steps to the
kind
plate
of
for the
funny. I
White
got it out of
Sox.
SP, not that that means anything to you. It was a Tumblr post, and then
Cat,
me just
the
scrub
runner
it
at
again.
first with two gone.
But I'm not going to shoehorn an happy ending. They're going to work for it.
Someone
Ground
tweeted
ball
F
right
queer
side.
baiting. Let's start pet
Caesar
baiting. Put up
collects.
posters of a movie with straight couples being cute, and then the movie
In
starts
plenty of
out with
time
a
to
straight
first,
couple walking
and
down
the
the
inning is
street,
over.
and then it pans over
The
to the
White
main
Sox
gay
lead
couple,
one.
and we never
We'll
see
move to the
straights
third
again.
with no score. Julius Caesar, the next twin up to hit.
It's fine. I'm sure you'll come up with a great story, no matter what kind of ending you give it.
Swung on, belted,
Except the
way
thing is,
back, and gone.
I don't even have an ending for my book.
You'll
He'll
figure it
circle
out.
the bases, his second of the year.
know what?
I don't
It's
think I
4-0.
have an ending.
One
You know
pitch,
why you'll
one
figure it out,
swing,
Thingy? Because I
one
believe in you.
home run.
Because I was going to say, because I'm Sinky!
Right there. Didn't need much time
Because
in
I
the box
believe in
to
you,
make an
Sinky,
impact.
and I know you have a lot of cool ideas in that brain, so I believe in you.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's going to be Julius Caesar. He's already homered in this game. And first off,
Ooh, I almost homered again.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, it will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
I did not homer at that pitch. That was not a good pitch to hit. But that's okay, because I am in a good mood. I might actually write today. I'm going to take a shower, and I'm going to write. I know, but I was really, really pleased with myself for coming up with that. It'll probably just go in my book and never become a story, but you know what? It don't matter. Because somebody is going, when I die, somebody's going to take a look at my notebook and be like, wow, she was a creative genius.
From the guys up the middle, it's not a strength of most lineups.
Okay, so Kristen, if I die before you, you need to look at my books and then just start the rumor that I was a creative genius, okay?
Sure.
Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now.
That looked like a case of
they're gonna be examining my notebooks and be like, wow, what is this? And you're gonna be like, oh my god, she was a creative genius! And everyone's like, a creative genius, you say? Really? Her? Wow, she was so smart and creative and talented! What a waste! And then they're going to try to revive me, okay?
Okay.
I might come back as a vampire, or a zombie, but you still have to love me, okay, Kristen?
No! Nope.
You won't love me if I'm a zombie?
Sinky, who scared me for the rest of my life?
Oh, yeah. No, I completely forgot. No, okay, so that's gonna happen. They're gonna be like, okay, they're reviving me, and then you're there, and they're like, okay, so what you have to do is just give her love and attention, because that's what she's gonna need when she becomes a zombie. And you're like, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
Really, okay, so you want to hear a funny story from when I was 7?
And then they're gonna be like, wow, she was a complete meanie butt. Why would we revive her? She might be a creative genius, but man, she was rude.
That's how it ends. The tale of Sinky.
And then it'll be written for the
Okay,
bard.
so it's just gonna be a zombie. So let me tell you a funny story about Sinky, zombies, and 7-year-old me. And why I will never, ever play anything with zombies or just zombies in general because I can't.
Caesar picks it up to first, and that'll do it.
Scared.
White Sox stranded a couple. They're down.
It's okay, Kristen. Zombies aren't real.
Yeah,
Except
I know
for that one parasite that can make like ants come back
remind me
from
of that.
life.
Everyone's like, now is not the time to be doing that kind of thing. Scientists, now is not the time.
Steps to the plate for the White Sox.
I'm never playing anything
Sometimes
with
dead
zombies
is better.
I can't, because I will genuinely get scared, and this is why I can't play horror in general, because I will genuinely get scared. And Nathan keeps trying to tell me to play Resident Evil 5 because it's, quote, not as scary.
Throw in holds the lead runner at
I'm
second.
like, buddy, no.
I
means
mean, you
no
could play
horror.
Resident Evil Village, I think. There are
No,
zombies.
I could not.
Great job coming through right there. It's gotta
No,
feel
I
good.
could not.
Just play Resident Evil 4.
Sinky, Village has the baby in it, doesn't it? To dig anything.
Oh yeah, I
Village
completely
scared
forgot
the life
about the
out of me,
baby.
considering it scared the life out of Nathan.
See, the thing is, I honestly,
It scared the
I
life
kind
out
of
of
want to
Nathan
like
because
just,
I heard it on his TV.
Wait,
It
I
also
kinda-
scared the crap out of me, and I couldn't even see it.
I kind of want to just like rewatch my Village playthrough because I honestly don't remember Village at all.
It's the Twins 5
Well,
and
that's
the
you in
White
general.
Sox 3.
Do you remember anything from last week?
Well, no, because I was looking through my
Exactly.
my show list because I have like, you know, exclamation points and
Julius Caesar.
stars for shows I like, and I'm going through them, and I was like, I honestly don't remember that drama or that one. That one has about 6 exclamation points, but I don't remember a single thing.
That's
To
the Sinky
first,
brain.
might be 2. To second, that's
Come on.
1. Back to first.
Safe!
not in
The run
time.
scored.
Well, it's always a tough double play to try to turn right there, and the hitter knows that.
But yeah,
He's
I
gonna
really don't
hustle
remember the baby
all the way up the first
at all.
baseline to prevent
Yeah, and
it.
I heard it through
Nice job of
Nathan's
getting that
TV,
run
so
across.
I felt secondhand spook off of it, because he was terrified.
Secondhand spook.
And I got secondhand spooky.
I think that should become a thing.
Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota.
Because I
Austin
heard him
Wells.
screaming, and I could hear the baby screaming through the game, and I was like, okay, that's enough for me. Yes, but he keeps trying to tell me to play Resident Evil 5
The
because
other
it's,
way,
quote, not as
Jackson
scary,
puts it
Pengu.
to first on the run. That's the third out.
I'm just
Pure
like, no.
athleticism on that one. In the air.
No, I don't think that I will.
Split a bit and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout. Well, the goal when you go on the road
You know,
is
it's been
to
5
at least
months
play
since Xenoblade
500.
Chronicles 3 came out, so we're all having a time right now. The reality that it's been 5 months already is pretty wow. But you don't care about Xenoblade, so I have to get something to talk to you about, which means it's time to look at gamer news, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, if I can reach my Chromebook. Big stress. Gaming news. Let's Google search. What are we up to today, gamers? What are we up to today? Actually, Japan revealed the EU shop top 30 purchases. Oh, did you see? I don't know if you saw this or care about this, but the soccer legend
Pele
player Pele passed away.
I mean, I don't really care, but like, I also know that he was a great athlete.
It was on my Twitter, and now it's on this website.
No, and like, I know he was brilliant for the world of soccer.
He's like the one that will never be beat. Like, everyone's like, he's the one that no one will ever top because no one will just ever be as skilled.
He won three World Cups.
That's why no one's ever gonna be as good.
I mean, honestly, you're lucky if you go to 3 World Cups.
With us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Minnesota Twins take.
Like, he will never be beat, but it sucks. But it's
So
like,
next
right?
Minnesota, Julius,
Yeah, I mean, that is.
good power.
I mean, he was oldish. He was 83.
Department. Up the middle. Bare hand has to hurry, and very nicely done for the out.
But the run score.
Yeah, and he's been in the hospital for the last week, so it was kind of inevitable. Plus, the past Pope is apparently not doing too good either.
Oh yeah, no, it's like in the coming days. But he's like 92. He's
also
a bit
in the
old.
hospital.
First, he is that good with the
It's just
glove.
like, wow.
Some prayers to the previous Pope.
Top of the list, elite defensive first base.
Yeah, because the Vatican
On the ground,
said
right
they
side.
needed prayers. So I'm like, okay.
Gets it to first, and
They're
quickly
old,
one away
so,
in the
you know,
second.
it happens.
Have you
Anyway.
watched?
I'm looking
Do
at
you
the
know
image.
of a show called
This is Bryson Stott.
Dairy Girls?
I do.
Have you seen it?
I have.
I was gonna say you should watch it.
One down,
I have
bases
seen it,
empty.
Sinky.
Well, because I was thinking of the first
I've seen
episode.
so many clips. I've seen.
It is so freaking. I was so sad when it ended. I was thinking back to the first episode where the nun died and everyone's and it's like, oh, so sad. And one of the characters is like, how old was she? She would have been like 98, you know, this spring or something like that.
It was
so freaking funny.
How difficult is that?
So funny.
I'll just look at the back of my bubblegum card.
Okay,
You'll see
good.
how
Okay,
hard
well,
it is.
I'm happy.
These guys are
Because
great,
if not,
and
I would have been
they
like,
have the
Kristen,
ability
you gotta
to
watch
look out
Dairy
there,
Girls.
but
You
also
got
to be
to.
able to
I've
turn
seen
on
so
the
many
inside
clips
pitch.
of it, and
Those
so
that
many.
can really sharpen
and all
things
that,
on the
yeah,
outer
yes,
half,
I've
those are
seen
the
it
ones that
before.
become
I
elite.
saw clips. I was like, this show is
He
great.
makes
I
the
gotta
grab.
watch
One
it
up, one
a while
down.
ago.
See, because like, I'm a little out of the loop, really, for
Now it's
the
gonna be Julius.
issues
He has, as they like to say, light tower
for Ireland. I mean, I am vaguely aware of Ireland and Britain's
Thunder in that bat.
issue, but my God,
Misses,
is it?
and it's nothing in one.
It's so freaking funny. So many funny scenes.
And a pitch. Bounced up the middle. Stop. Collects. Not in time to first, and a run
2023 will be
comes
PS5's
across.
biggest
And a
and
run
best year
comes
yet.
into
Yeah,
score.
because of how many
Nice job
things are
getting
coming
there.
out
Good
on that
throw,
console.
but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells, 1 for 2. McKenzie over to first. Caesar.
But don't worry,
back in the
Xbox
dive.
will have a good year next year too.
Caesar
with their
leads
whopping
off first
one
with
game.
away. Another throw over.
Starfield is going to be awesome.
Yeah, and that's going to get covered up by the fact that Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out, Final Fantasy 16 is coming out, and
This one
Spider-Man
popped up.
2 is coming out in the same year.
Settles under it
Just
and makes the
few
catch.
months apart.
And there's two away.
When is Starfield coming out? Like springtime?
Doesn't have a
summer?
release date, but it is planned for 2023. And if you go, oh, well, surely they'll just shove it in
Two outs,
winter,
runner at
I
first.
should mention
And
that
next
Final
is the
Fantasy
designated
VII
hitter,
Remake Part
Mason
2 is scheduled for winter of 2023. No matter where you push it, you are going to be crunched by a vastly dominant game. First of all, like the first 3 months are packed with games for 2023, so you don't really have a chance there. Then when Breath of the Wild comes out in May, that's the only thing anyone's ever going to talk about. And then when Final Fantasy 16 comes out in June, you know that's going to be the only thing anyone's going to talk about.
See, and the thing is...
And then when Spider-Man comes out in the fall,
and
you
the
know
thing
that's going
is...
to be the other thing anyone's going to talk about. These are so well-deserved, okay? These are all well-deserved. And you know when Final Fantasy 7 Remake continues,
even
it's going
if
to be the only thing anyone
they
will
are
talk
bad
about.
games, I highly doubt they will be, but if they are bad games, it's going to be the only thing they're going to talk about. I mean, how long was Cyberpunk talked
even
about?
Even if you try to squeeze
it's not going to go under the wire. It's not going to go under.
You're not going to get anywhere because people have been hyped for Breath of the Wild since Breath of the Wild came out. People have been hyped for 16 for years. And people have been hyped for Spider-Man 2 since Miles Morales kind of gave a taste of what's to come. You don't stand a chance, man! Not with Space Skyrim, okay? You don't stand
no
a
offense,
chance.
Philip, but that sounds like super cool. See, I would probably get Starfield. Well, if it's not for only next
Game
gen.
Pass. Game Pass. Just play on Game Pass. It's gonna be a Game Pass game.
But I'll probably play it, and I'm sure I'll enjoy it. Like, I'm sure it's gonna be a great game. I just hope it doesn't have as many glitches and bugs as... Hey, Snipey! Snipey, you missed... I think you missed episode 4.
Swings through that one. 0-1.
Strike one is so critical
of Batman, because I decided to stream the 4th episode so we can just finish it tomorrow, next week.
Finish it
Roll to
tomorrow.
short, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1.
But don't
and
worry,
he'll eat it and be happy with the out.
I swear. If anyone's having a good year next year, it's going to be Sony.
Austin Wells.
Because they have not only first party lined up, but 16 is going to be epic!
But Kristen, Sony has a sort of monopoly over good games, or first-person games.
Pickoff throw, and he dives back in safely.
I was like, it's the same kind of issue.
Caesar leads off first with one
with baseball owners, because they're like, well,
there's a difference, okay? There's a difference. People go, gee, well, Sony has all these these IPs that they have the rights to, and monopoly for right?
Right-hander
but there's a difference between Sony takes the time to develop these IPs. Microsoft's just trying to buy everyone out. Not taking the time
and it's the same thing.
and effort.
There are several owners in baseball.
Like, for example, Ghost of Tsushima is a flawless video game.
Honestly,
where
flawless.
Where the combat literally took years to perfect because Sony was
it's
like,
actually
hey,
not that long.
Sony was like, hey, take your time. We will help you out. Take your time though. Take your time making this combat, right? And that's why it's so dang good. And they're not trying to rush. And while I'm not implying that Microsoft is trying to rush either, I also think Microsoft's just not doing anything.
I should turn to Microsoft and I'd be like, okay, buds, you want to rival Sony? Well, then I got some stories for you. But like, you're gonna have to pay me for the rights to these stories. So, how much you want?
See,
no, it's the same.
I don't like. I'm not like wishing Xbox bad with Starfield. I hope it works out for Bethesda. I really do.
Yeah, it's like an hour. It's like an hour and a half. Is that a long time? 90 minutes is not a long time.
90 minutes is not.
Plus, a lot happens. A lot happens in this episode. Plus, I didn't actually know what happens in this episode. No, okay, Kristen, can I speak now?
Yes.
Okay, so I was saying because Caitlin says hi. She's actually cheering your name. No, anyway, so, like, for example, the Mets have spent, well, the owner, or GM, whoever, has spent more money on players just this offseason than about 10 other teams in several years. The Minnesota being one of them. And they're like, well, that's the problem. I mean, he just has so much money. Why is he spending all that? And it's like, no. The owners, your team's owners can spend money. They choose not to. You know?
They just don't.
They don't. They choose not to.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show.
But yeah, it's just, you know, it's the same thing. Like, if you put the work into it and the money into it, you can actually come up with something.
Results. You get results, but if you don't make the effort, you're not going to get anywhere.
But going back to, I'm so glad you mentioned the pizza thing, because I was going to tell you about it. I was like, oh
Girl, I saw it.
I didn't watch the video because, like, I'm not sinking to that I'm not sinking to that level.
Instant karma, though. Instant karma. It was like, okay, Cynthia, you know, this aside, he was trying to attack a 19-year-old girl, because that's how old Greta Thunberg is now.
Well, and the thing is, it's like, it's not a good picture, because she said, you have a small dick. And,
yes,
well, the funny thing is that, like, it took, like, 10 hours for him to respond. Yeah, it was an hour and 20 minutes.
And everyone was like, oh, damn!
And then I didn't watch his video because I was like, I don't want that much negativity in my life.
Arrested because of a video.
What?
That's all I know.
Yeah.
It was like, karma, 2023 is ending on a good note.
That's what everyone was saying. They were like, yes, this is how I wanted it to end.
2022 is ending on a good note. We're going in with some good vibes into 2023. Tries to make a video taunting police. Hey, you're in our country.
And that is that.
It's all because of the pizza box.
I mean, no, there was this guy with a.
It was all because of the pizza box.
I can't remember. They made a documentary about him, but I can't remember what it was. Bad Vegan, I want to say, is the documentary title. No, and they got these two people were on the run, and they were found. The cops found them because they ordered chicken wings.
Like,
this is why it is such a great thing that criminals are stupid.
It was like, you got found out because of a pizza box, because it was a.
This is why
you were there.
How was episode 4? I mean, a lot happened. We met the Joker, except it actually was kind of confusing because, well, I just don't know what the timeline is. Because obviously that's the Joker, and obviously there was Victor Zsasz. But Bruce didn't know that? And I'm like, wait. But Batman, you should know who Joker is.
That was the difference between being safe and out.
And you should know who Victor Zsasz is.
The 0-1.
I don't, but like, he's been Batman for a while.
Caesar over to pick it up. Gathers and
I was just a wee bit confused.
And that is the inning. 3 innings complete.
Like, so we're saying you don't know that?
3 and the Guardians 2. And up next for Cleveland.
But yeah, I mean, I know it's a different timeline because who else would have the Waynes be bad guys? Boo, capitalism!
Martinez. Off-balance feed, there's one. Double play. What a
capitalism is a big no-no.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn.
2 outs. Bases full. Number 62 digs in now. The 0-1. And he hits a ground ball right side. They take the force out. Gets him easily. Ends the inning. 3 left for the Guardians. They're down 3-2. Next to hit, Julius Caesar. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game.
The pizza box.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Of all the ways to get caught, it's because you're in a pizza box.
And a pitch. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
But I do love how they had Joker had a knife in a insane asylum. That's not happening.
Righty delivers.
I make it a little more realistic. Make it be like a shiv or something. But no way would there be any knives in an insane asylum. But it's also Gotham, so you could be like, well, it's not real.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Now here is Austin Wells.
Oh, that was so bad.
It's a pitch out. Throw, and they got him.
That was a bad jump.
Stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing. Even with big-time speed, it's not easy to catch him, but that was a
But just remember
quick, not rushed,
that
and accurate.
when a rich couple is in power, it is the man who did some not cool stuff, possibly illegal stuff, to get to where he is, and the female was like, no, don't do that, no.
Runner on the go.
Seriously, it's usually what happens.
Second, out at second. That ends the inning.
Well, trying to get in the scoring position, but a great catch and throw.
We go to the ninth. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Julius Caesar. The line to kick the pitch. That misses, and that's ball one.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Yeah, it was a good episode.
In the air, out towards left center. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down.
Oh, I don't remember. All I know is that, what's her name? Mrs. Wayne, was like, oh my God, you can't do that. And then I think the mayor was like, oh my God, you're gonna turn me in. And so then he had him killed.
That's what his teammates want to see. Nice W.
The 5-3 final score in this one.
You know what actually? You know what would actually be super, super funny? It wouldn't work because it's not very plausible. If in this story that the Waynes actually weren't evil at all and it was just Cobblepot messing with people. Oh my God, can you imagine the backlash? People are like, wait, hold up a second. So the Waynes were actually nice to begin with?
It was all a dream.
No, it wasn't all a dream, it was all fake. Oh, that would be so funny.
And first offering is fouled off.
That would be interesting. It's highly implausible, especially with the video evidence. But I would just think that would be super, super funny.
So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
And everyone's like, wait, so who are the good guys?
No one.
No, and everyone's like, are we the baddies?
Mankind is
Do you
morally...
feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the
Are
best
we
feeling
the
in the world
baddies?
as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. There are times the ball feels
So you
heavy
mean
off your bat,
the
you
terrorists
know it,
were
but
always
this is
terrorists?
not one of those cases. He sent this one flying
You know that?
140.
That's pretty crazy.
And the philanthropists were always philanthropists? Well, now, color me bamboozled. Hi, crazy.
And the pitch to the right
I
side.
can't believe it's been 5 months since
I mean, what you can do, Snipey, is take off notifications, like reset
Turn it
notifications.
back on. The good old on-again, off-again trick.
Man at second here with 2 away. Julius Caesar, the next to hit. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
That would be so funny. It would be so funny.
2 outs.
Because I could just imagine, like, a press conference with Bruce Wayne be like, so you guys got a lot to say to me now? It turns out that my caring family was actually caring all along.
Rule the swing.
Breaking news.
And the shady people were always
Right.
super shady.
Rojas at second with 2 down.
Wait, since it's the end of the year, I gotta know, y'all. Wait. I was gonna say,
And a
what's
foul
y'all's
ball
game of the
stays
year
alive.
this year? But did you play anything from this year?
Yeah?
Right.
Ghostwire
you did.
Tokyo?
At second.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. I'm
Lego
sorry,
Star
I forgot about
Wars?
that game because that
The
clearly
tag,
those games,
and that's out
Ghostwire
number
Tokyo
3,
clearly
inning
doesn't
over.
exist.
I know.
Welcome back.
My
as
bad.
we go
My
Maybe it
bad.
doesn't exist.
Dumb question.
Are we sure it
Fine,
existed?
in that case. Sinky, what's your game of the year this year? Y'all already know mine.
Mine is obviously Elden Ring.
Do you have you don't even have Elden Ring.
Next one misses.
No, I mean, it doesn't matter. I've seen so many clips from it, so obviously, like, I know how it feels to play
so
it.
fair. Touche.
Actually, I've seen some, like, meme runs of it, and it actually looks super fun, and then I have to remind myself that
it's a Souls game.
It's a Souls game? It's a From Software game?
Come on, let it rip right here.
But what about From Software bringing back Armored Core and immediately telling everyone it's not like Souls, it's a mech game.
Ball popped up. Rosario puts it away.
Lego Star Wars, yeah.
Sinky,
I haven't played Stray. I don't know if I can play Stray, because I don't know if I can let my cat die.
Nick York digs in for the Guardians.
But there's an actual trophy for that game if you let the cat die 9 times, and I was like,
well, duh, 9 times.
I know, but like, seriously though, that's so mean.
There, and Mario Fuentes digs in for the Guardians.
I'm a cat lover, okay? I'm a pet lover, okay? I'm not killing no pet.
Line drive.
There's some meme trophies in your Automata. And while one of them, I won't say. There's one where you have to blow up 9S's pants, and you have to have him like that for an hour. You can't have him have any pants.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That one's back.
You just kind of gotta sit around.
Definitely didn't get all of that one, but man, the wind almost pushed it over the fence and left.
Nick York digs in for the Guardians.
But isn't there also a trophy where you have to like kill yourself? You have to like take out a chip or something.
Nier has a lot. Nier Automata.
And then eat a fish that'll kill you, right?
Yeah. That's an ending. That's a joke ending. Nier Automata, in specific, has technically 27 endings. However, only 4 of them. Well, 5. 5. I think it's 5. Are real, and the other ones are all joke endings, like eating a fish that kills you because you're an android, or walking away, not even starting the game.
You really need something to hit hard on the ground.
It's going, nah, I'm out.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
I would love to replay Automata if it didn't emotionally shatter me. It'd give me a philosophical life lesson that was so deep.
Done as he brings home a pair. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
One away, runners at second and third. Now here is Robert Roberts. The pitch.
Anyway, my game of the year is
does
also
your parent
clearly
not love you? Gosh darn it, people. Parents, love your kids.
Obviously, my game of the year is also Elden Ring.
2 on, 1 out.
Yes. I mean, honestly, it's the only game that came out this year.
Of course, it's not like there was any other video games this year.
Insurance.
Let me tell y'all about Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Horizon? Wait, what is it? Is it Xenoblade or is it Horizon?
Oh, that's a great question. You see, I love both of these games with all of my heart. In fact, I 100% both of them.
Okay, yeah, but that's not how it works, okay?
And you go, but Pengu, there can only be one, and you're right, there can only be one, which is why it's still Xenoblade by like a smidge.
Did you play Stray?
Not yet. I don't have it.
Definitely getting away from him.
Really, Pengu, buy Stray already.
Left field, way back there. That's back. One run across.
Saving it for fence.
In to score from
first. I should just
first.
give up on my hopes and dreams. I should just give up.
That was one of those high percentage advantage counts. We're back.
And it's second with 1 away.
Anyway, it's
Julius
still Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I love Forbidden West, though. And if anything, I'm looking forward to the Forbidden West DLC next year. And
all I'm saying, though, is 2 words. Okay, hold up a second. 6 words.
Hold up a second is 3.
6 words. Cat, merchants, petable dogs, and working escalators.
So true, so true. I'm sure, Sinky, you will see everyone love Ghostwire Tokyo as soon as it's out on Xbox.
Stays alive.
Actually, when Deathloop came out on Xbox, no one seemed to care, so.
No one seemed to care about Deathloop?
Yeah, not really. I mean, people just went, it's good, but that was kind of it.
I mean, that came out last year,
I feel
right?
like it just got smooshed by the fact that, well, yeah, it came out last year, but it came out on Xbox this year.
Well, and I think part of the reason was because it's not Dishonored. Even though if it was Dishonored or had anything to do with Dishonored,
about for like half the year this year, boys,
it would have been called Dishonored.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Manuel Rosario.
I feel like there
I
was
have
this,
it. I'm gonna play it, and I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy it.
On the ground.
No, I did. I was in the middle of a conversation with.
Gone to the bottom of the
Hang on 1 second. I had to agree down.
Okay, I do believe Deathloop is actually one word. Sorry.
Deathloop is one word. It's
one. For Chris
I hate to be that person, but I'm gonna be that person.
It's one. The title is one. My point being, my game of the year is Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Clearly the best game that came out this year. At me, haters. I will slam my good JRPG over all you Elden Ring fans. You want to know why I love Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Sinky?
Why? Oh my God, we are 2 games above 500, Kristen.
It was a good game. That's great. Keep it up. It was a good game.
I mean, Kristen, we're only 6 games in.
I can't yell at you guys about Xenoblade Chronicles 3 because none of you would ever understand.
I understand.
None of you played Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Only Nathan has played Xenoblade Chronicles 3. In which case, I'm going to yell at you guys to play Xenoblade Chronicles 3 for the Nintendo Switch. I actually have exciting Xenoblade Chronicles news to share, but none of you are Nathan, so none of you will care.
Happy to have you with us. This show brings you game 1.
I need to get more friends. Dang it.
No, Kristen, tell me the news, and I can actually, like, I can...
Actually, it is news just in general. We don't have global yet, but as I said already, Japan released it came out for Japan yesterday, the top 30 EU shop sales over in Japan for Nintendo.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just
and so, obviously, that's a thing, right?
He's going to take the ball.
And so, wait, I gotta find the list again. It wasn't overly surprising, at least in the terms of the top 5. Hang on, I gotta get the list up good.
And now for the Twins, Julius Caesar. Good power, not great in the OBP department.
Here are the top 30 for 2023.
This one popped up right
dang
side.
it. Obviously, the first one is Splatoon 3. Before y'all go, really, Splatoon 3? Japan loves Splatoon.
Splatoon 3 is, like, super popular.
It's really good, and I kind of want to get it if only it didn't require a constant online, their Nintendo Switch Online, which I don't have. Now then, Splatoon 3 is really popular. Actually, just won if Japan voted on what Nintendo game they would like to see made into an anime today, and Splatoon 3 won that.
Oh, I could see Splatoon. I could see Splatoon being an anime.
And Xenoblade second. But
that's kind of funny.
Top of the top for sales for eShop alone. Okay. Now physical sales may make these numbers different, but Splatoon 3 is number 1, and everyone loves Splatoon. Right? Now 2, 3, and 4 should not be surprising. Sinky, what do you think 2, 3, and 4 are?
And now the veteran catcher, Austin Wells.
Nintendo-wise?
Yeah, Nintendo-wise. I'll really narrow it down for you.
To the right
it's
side.
no, because that didn't have any games this year.
The throw to first, and he's out.
Okay, you're never gonna. It's Pokemon. It's Pokemon Legend Arceus, which came out at the start of the year, and then it's Pokemon Violet, Pokemon Scarlet, which take up 2 slots. They should take up 1, dang it.
You know what you're streaming tomorrow? No, I don't.
But anyway, 2, 3, and 4 are all Pokemon, and no doubt.
5 hours.
Right?
Yeah.
So then we go down to number 5, and it's Monster Hunter Rise, and that's not too surprising because Capcom always does good over there. And then you get down to number 6, and it's Kirby on the Forgotten Land, aka the Kirby game that came out this year.
Okay.
Trying to move him over here.
Puyo, or something like that. And then at 7 is Nintendo Switch Sports, and then at 8 is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and then 9 is Overcooked 2, and then we get to number 10, and you want to know what number 10 is? That's right. It's Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Yeah, I'm working from 1 to 6 tomorrow. I don't know
That's
why
right.
I'm working that schedule.
It's Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Right? We're in the top 10 for EU shop sales over on Japan, which is actually surprising. But that's beside the point. But we could go through the rest of the list one by one, but where's the fun in that? I'll just point out the fun ones, which is that number 12 was Among Us. 13 was Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Okay,
because there will never be a time
pause.
where that game does not sell.
This is selling, right?
Yes.
Top sell,
on the
okay.
eShop in Japan. And 15 was Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which will never not be surprising until its sequel comes out. And then let's see what other cool highlights were there out of this. 25 was Dragon Quest, so was 26. That's not surprising because Dragon Quest is actually very popular in Japan. And so we have some cool things, okay? But then there was a noticeable surprise out of the top 30. A couple games were missing.
Okay.
A couple games aren't in the top 30 per Japan eShop sales. Because don't forget, cool games like Bayonetta 3 came out this year.
Yeah.
And Persona 5 Royal did a Switch release. And Nier Automata did a Switch release. None of these were in the top 30. Which can point to fans just obviously didn't, in Japan, weren't interested enough in buying on the eShop. They may have bought physical copies. But in the case of P5R, it just went to show that people are kind of probably tired of the consistent P5 porting everywhere. Because, please, just make something new. Which is what P3P port and P4G ports are, I suppose. But I'm a little surprised Nier was not up there, but neither was Bayonetta 3. But Bayonetta 3 already had controversy ahead of time, so.
And I think for like 1 second,
plus,
Snipey. And I think
these games came out later in the year, so.
Plus,
you were competing.
I think if you've played Persona 5 Royal and Nier, you probably are. If you're a fan of that, you probably have the system to play it.
This is one of those situations.
So you probably already played it.
You just probably didn't want to buy it again, which is totally valid.
Anyway, I need a horror game where the monsters YouTube, you gotta survive the demonetization
I'm just
and
proud
stuff.
of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 for being up there, you know? Because it's a little surprising that Xenoblade 3 made it top 10 eShop sales on Japan. You want to know why that's surprising, Sinky?
What?
Again, none of you are Xenoblade fans, only Nathan is, but I'll say it anyway. Someone's gotta contain my excitement, because Nathan's not gonna be here till Saturday. Because, contrary to what you'd think, Xenoblade is actually more popular in the West than it is in Japan.
Really? That is so surprising! I would not have thought of that!
Contrary to what y'all might think, it's actually tended to be more popular in Japan or in the West than it has actually in Japan because it sold way more copies than it did global than it ever did in Japan. At least that's how things were last time. And
that
has
is
not
super
changed in the case of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 sales. It is kind of surprising. There are some JRPGs that are just more popular in the West than they are in, well, their base country of Japan. It doesn't mean that Japan doesn't like the IP in question.
You see that in movies.
It means that it has a strong fan base West-wise, and that's always good.
You see that in movies sometimes too, is that they do, like, domestically, they might not do as good, but then internationally, I mean, Titanic is one of them. They did better internationally than domestic.
They do pretty okay.
I think.
And the first offering is not close.
So yeah, and I'm just proud to see it's still in the top 10.
One home run already in this inning. They're definitely looking to do some more damage.
It's definitely more popular in the West than it is in
This ball's chopped on the ground.
in Japan
in
itself.
Plenty of time to first.
Now, if only Nintendo would stop making Japanese exclusive merch.
Devers now.
I didn't say anything. I'm not mad.
On the ground, could be two. And that one handled.
So yeah, there you go.
Speed, there's one.
Nope.
Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, that's great hustle out of the box to get down the line, knowing that a double play will end the inning. Good job at the finish, reaching out for the bag.
Man. You just don't
runners on the corners and still.
But you guys don't play Switch in general, and it's a Switch game, which is
Oh my goodness, no, okay, so what I have some lists.
One of the best contact hitters in the game.
I'm at my Robo Doggy in You will get your Robo Doggy, I believe.
In what? Warframe?
In no, Destiny 2.
Oh, well, that works
We
too.
look ahead to inning number
Okay,
8.
is it
It's
on
the
this
Twins
phone?
3 and the Mariners 1.
Nope, it's not that one. Okay, meaning it's on my other phone.
No outs, runner at first. And now for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez.
Okay, so Final Fantasy plot twist that no one saw coming. I will have to skip one of them because it is... it's it.
And welcome back. New inning started. Now the third baseman.
Well, some of these I actually don't even know. Final Fantasy IV, riding a whale to the moon.
That is so true. You ride a whale to the moon and it's so random.
I mean, honestly, I'm like,
such a confidence boost.
I play it just for that.
Come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces.
In Final Fantasy V, Gallif's death. Gallop. Anyway, he's an old dude.
Nice job of attacking the hitters, being very efficient. And this is what you want to do. You want to come in and you want to close.
Final Fantasy VI, The World Ends.
Yes, Kepka wins. Absolutely the biggest plot twist.
Most games in the series, or RPGs in general, are about saving the world from destruction. Final Fantasy VI is the big, if only example of a game where the heroes fail. That's actually incorrect grammar, but whatever, it's fine. And the world is indeed destroyed.
The world is destroyed no matter what. You still lost. And that's why I love 6's plot twist in that last part.
Final Fantasy VII, Aerith dies.
Okay, but come on.
Final Fantasy VII, Cloud was Zack all along.
And welcome in, everybody. Yes. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show.
Final Fantasy VIII, GF, Erase Your Memory. I don't know who GF is. Or what
it's called
GF is?
Horses.
To get this one started after this.
Think of it like summon, Sinky.
Yeah,
we don't need to talk about the complicated Final Fantasy.
This one I didn't even know either. Pronto is a clone?
Oh, I knew that. What?
Which country would win, Ohio or Madagascar? I mean, one of those is not a country. One of them's a continent.
Yeah, really struggled last year.
Okay, and then the time skip for 15 is the second one. And then the number one plot twist. Are you prepared for this one?
Look yourself in the mirror, identify.
Final Fantasy VII Remake is not a remake.
Oh my god, so true. So true.
Like, yeah, that sounds about right. Well, because I was
the issue with Final Fantasy VII R is that it got so bungled when they were promoting the game that Katase said the compilation wasn't canon, but Nomura said it was. So no one knew what we were supposed to be doing when the game came out. And now it's not even the FF7 plotline at this point, and it's honestly just Kingdom Hearts.
I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad if they do not care
to kill off Everyone's just mad for faulty marketing, and yeah, that is seriously
Madagascar is a continent? No, I was joking.
Is that
oh, here we go. Here we go. 5 Final Fantasy games. Okay, Final Fantasy. 5 games that deserve a remake treatment. 5 that should never be touched.
6.
Okay. Zack is on the cover, so this might be a wee bit old.
Crisis?
Remake.
Already got one.
Final Fantasy 6.
Please.
Leave it. Final Fantasy
Julius
2.
Caesar, the next twin up to hit. This is another guy capable of
remake. Final Fantasy Tactics.
Please, I'm begging you. I need a strategy game.
For a strike.
Leave it. Final Fantasy 12 Revenant Wings.
That is a choice.
That one ran inside.
I just remember when somebody was like, okay, but like if Crisis Core is getting a remake, where's my Dirge Cerberus remake?
The runner at second
because that game sucked.
They have no plans because that game was not good.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Remake before Crisis, Final Fantasy 7.
Not in the plans, but unfortunate. It's one of the compilation games that only came out in Japan.
Speaking of Dirge, leave it! Dirge Cerberus!
Don't touch that. Just Just leave it alone. Don't ever touch that. Don't ever touch that ever. Leave it in the dirt. Leave it where it
Remake
belongs.
Crisis Core. Okay, so this was before Crisis Core. Leave it. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest.
Well, that's once again a choice.
And another ball.
Remake Final Fantasy V. Leave it. Final Fantasy Explorers.
Those are some odd choices.
Here we go. Final Fantasy 16. 5 things it can learn from Final Fantasy 15. 5 classic things we want.
Not to bork its own if it has DLC. Don't mess that up somehow.
And a runner at second.
Okay. Learn action combat.
You know what though? I'm fairly confident they will learn the action combat and have that down because they have the Devil May Cry 5 guy doing it, so I think we're good.
Classic. Job classes.
This is a long haul where you're trying to get that pitch count up.
Learn open world. And have it open world. Actually open world. I know. I'm just saying.
No, I'm on
FF16, don't copy Persona 5. Seriously.
I'm gonna smack you.
I mean, if there's romance. Well, okay, if it's not romance, then that automatically is a deduction of points. But if it has a romance, then it's gonna be like Persona 5.
Sinky, Final Fantasy 16 has sex in it, so.
What?
That's on the. It's on the rating.
Well, okay, yeah. Sometimes it has it on the rating, but sometimes it doesn't actually have it.
There are brothels too.
Oh, so it's gonna be one of those games. Oh, we're all grown up now. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah,
we are all grown up.
35. Chances are you're adult.
On now to the bottom of the fourth.
Classic crystals.
And the Twins nothing.
Seeing as the game is all about destroying the crystals, I think we're good on that.
Ready for this one? Learn. Don't create a multimedia bonanza.
Yes, that too.
Maybe having a game in which you need to watch a movie first, then watch the anime.
Yeah, no, that's so true.
I actually didn't know there was gonna be sex in it, but whatever.
It's on the rating, y'all, but they also
16 better not copy Witcher with brothels. Yeah, seriously, because Witcher 3 was the first game to ever have brothels. I was going to say brothels.
Assassin's Creed. You guys could have said Assassin's Creed.
Classic. Create your party.
I'm sure we will, because that's always been a thing.
The next twin update.
Well, 15's an outlier.
Oh, no, this person's saying, like, have it, like, actually, like, a creatable main character. But, like, have the name, like Shepard. The article compares it to Mass Effect with Shepard.
That one hammered back there. Pulls it in on the warning.
Learn photo mode. I'm so sick and tired of photo mode.
But Sinky, taking pretty screenshots.
I know.
Photo mode. I took so many screenshots.
Classic. Real towns? Why does it need to be real towns?
Yeah, the batter now, Mason Wynn.
Hold up a second.
What's that supposed to mean?
Not those and he breaks for second.
Stupid fake towns that.
Oh, like they should add flavor to.
Oh.
Like okay, not like actual real life towns, but like have like towns where you're like, okay, this is like a real place. This makes me feel like it's a real place.
Alive, like instead of like standard.
They could have phrased that better.
That could have been phrased a tiny bit better.
Learn.
I get what they're saying though, like.
Don't rush, but also don't drag.
Ooh. Pacing is so hard to do in video games, though. You want to go with the just right pace, but the just right pace is, like, impossible. Because someone will always complain, no matter what, it's too slow or it's too fast.
Do you want to know what the last one is? Classic. Bring back airships. Yes! Let's bring back some airships.
That would be nice. That would be nice. Let's bring back airships.
Yeah, let's bring back airships.
Let's do it. I'm all for that.
He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was.
Here's the second baseman.
See, I like how people like Lindsay,
he's a guy who does
it's gonna be like
that would be cool to have a customized character, but that's also like not Final Fantasy.
See, no, because that's never been.
Besides,
and that will never probably be. If you want to create a character,
Play 14.
Play Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
Nobody on.
Play the MMO where you are the protagonist.
This one lifted in the air, left field.
Because that's never been
And
what
that
the
one
mainline's
pulled
been
down
about.
by Jimenez.
Aside from 11 and aside from, well, 14.
And stepping in for the Mariners.
Oh my God, we're
Nick
losing
Decker.
17 to
Good
4.
contact guy, good defender.
But I can
On the
get the
ground.
desire to have some things be the same, but also I'm up for trying new things.
To first.
The one point I will
That
agree with,
ends
though,
the frame.
please just keep it all contained within game. Please don't make a movie and then make an
Do you want
anime
them to try
and
new things with Final Fantasy 16? Or would you have them, like, stick with what they know and then maybe, like, make, like, a side game?
Here's a new
That has,
pitcher
because
for
I
the
don't know, because I
Twins,
mean that's
Ryan
like because I don't know what I would want,
16
you know?
is a confident
Right
step
there it
in a
is.
direction that Final Fantasy
And
has
now for
never
the
gone
Twins,
before, and I'm up
Julius
for seeing
Caesar,
where it goes,
1
and I'm
for
fully
3.
confident it's going to be a fine game.
Can you be an
Only
owner of a
because-
brothel?
Swing and
I
a
know.
miss. 0-1.
That Yoshi P
Actually, I
would
think
not
you
let the
can in
game be bad.
Fable.
Left-hand batter waits.
I'm trusting 16 to be kind of good because I know
Bullpen
Yoshi P
activity
would
Taylor
not let
passed
it
away?
down.
Yes, so
Fernando
sad.
Villanueva appears to be getting loose. 1-1 now.
Because Yoshi P has never let us down yet. If anything,
16 has to
Yoshi
be
P's just always-
perfect. It's not going to be, but it has to be. It has to be perfect.
And aboard on
You
the
know-
leadoff single.
It has to be. 15 was such a letdown for every fan. Okay, I'm sure there are people who like 15. But it was such a letdown.
Nice line drive into
I
center
don't think
field.
any game will ever be perfect.
Oh yeah, no, of course not, of course not.
But
not.
you know what?
We are human beings who create things that are never
we all
going to
make
be perfect.
mistakes. Is literally going to be the inevitability here.
Like,
But
and
I'm
it's probably
fully
not going to run
confident
very
with
well
how
in the first
much
game.
I'm fully confident with how much time is going into
Swing
16.
and a
That
base
is going
hit.
to be just
They
fine.
throw to third. And
Like,
now
it's
That
probably
being
not going to run.
said-
There's probably going to be glitches, and it's probably not going to run day of. Well, that happens.
That being said,
And now
while
the
it's supposed to make the
Minnesota
PS5 look
designated
like an
hitter,
absolute
Mason
beast, I'm
Wynn.
still expecting some performance issues because that's
Caesar
inevitable.
on third.
And you know what?
At first,
Literally,
no
the only thing they're
outs.
doing right now is QA and tweaking the game and making it as perfect as possible. But you know what? Even if that's all they've been doing for the past, like,
Off-balance
and we'll be
fielders
doing for
won.
the next,
They
like,
get
6
the
months,
out, but the run
there will
scores
still
on
be
the
bugs
Twin
in the
killer.
game. You know why? Because no matter how hard you QA your game, there will be a bug that only
He
players
better
will
not
find.
steal. He better not steal.
There will
And
there will be
Michael.
bugs that only players will find.
Double play
It's
ball to second.
inevitable.
Over to Martinez. And it's a double play.
I mean,
It's
I
an
hope it's
Elden
not going to
Ring
be
ad
as
bug,
drastic
okay?
as
7-8-9,
Cyberpunk, and I don't think any game will ever reach the level of Cyberpunk anymore.
So this
I
one
mean,
got a
Saints
little
Row.
out of hand.
Oh yeah,
Chris
Saints Row.
Singleton and our entire
Saints Row.
outstanding crew here
But
at
I'm gonna be
MLB
honest.
Show.
I'm gonna be honest. If you had
We'll see you soon.
had your hopes up for Saints Row, I'm like, you only had yourself
Saints
to
Row
blame.
and Cyberpunk were two.
When we got the like gameplay of it, when the gameplay was revealed, if you had high hopes,
Thanks for
you
joining
just
us.
set yourself up for failure. All Red Saints Row fans, many of them who are like huge fans of Saints Row in general, knew that the game was gonna be trash, and it was.
But like, point being, no game is ever perfect. There are scales of like, did you try to QA your game, or are you just making a buggy game?
Well, I mean, because even Witcher 3 had
Ready
issues,
to go.
and still has issues. Ghost of Tsushima had issues. None of them
Well,
great
I'm
game
certain
breaking.
We'll have bugs. It's still gonna be good.
Thanks to that offense, he'll look to turn in another quality start in this one.
Sniper, I'll trade you a PS5 for
And
my
there's something you
PS5.
don't see very much in today's game.
Apparently somebody's
Pitch
gonna
out.
release another version of the PS5 next year.
I mean, that's
Which
what
would
happens.
actually-
Righty to the
It'll
plate.
just
would
be
make
for
sense
more.
Because it would be
This is one
3
of those
years
situations
after the
defensively
original
where you
PlayStation
can't try to
5,
do
and
too
I think the
much. You gotta make
PS4
sure
Pro
that you
came out
field
3
the ball
years after the
cleanly and get
PS4.
I mean, it's just going to
Which
cost
would
more
make
money. It's
it
probably
a
going to run better, but it's going to cost more
generation
money.
This kind of speed in the batter's box.
Absolutely. Well, but it's just a mid-console generation upgrade.
Right-hander
You can be
kick
sure we'll probably see
steals.
Xbox do the same thing.
Left field. Dives and he can't hang on.
Just a hardware refresh.
Throw into third. The
But
tag.
Sniper, I'll trade you my PS5
He's
for a
in there
PS5.
easily. Austin Wells, the next twin up to hit. And the 0-1.
See, but somebody did say they figured out the supply issue. Now gamers just have to be patient while they, well, make the PS5s.
Oh my god, we were actually out!
Number 3, inning over. Twins wind up stranding 1, and they're down 2-0. And now for Seattle, Moises.
There was a runner on.
He's 0 for 1.
Potato, I trade you a potato and a leaf.
Runner takes off.
Oh.
If you hand over $500 so I can buy another PS5, I'll hand you for my PS5.
So 2 down, and now
Just
here
give a
is
PS5,
Ivan
dude.
Herrera.
Just get one, man. It's
Here
so
comes the
simple.
pitch. There goes the runner from first. Strike in there. Go to second. Ow! And that'll end the inning. Man in scoring position with 2 away. And now Julius Caesar.
Come on, sit on something right here. Let it fly.
Nathan should be
And
here
he pops
tomorrow.
up the bunt. Perez
Oh, it popped
makes
it
the
up.
catch, and that'll do it.
Again, assuming Nathan didn't get
One left
scammed,
for
and if he got scammed, you know we're gonna come at
And
you.
up next for Seattle, Joe
You
Perez.
got 2. 2 down.
Here's a 1-1. On the ground, right side, Caesar picks it up.
No, the place that he bought it from had sold like 10 of them already.
The order, 3, 4, 5.
And they had a
coming
decent,
up.
they had a
It's the
decent
Mariners
rating. So,
6.
I mean, Kristen, I got yours from a
Back
Sketcher
here at the
website,
ballpark,
so
bottom of the 6.
I
And now
mean,
for the
yeah,
Twins,
we're mostly
Julius
just kidding about
Caesar.
it being.
Solomon back to work.
it's like trying to find
But
Bigfoot.
if it is a
And the
scam,
first
you know
pitch
we're gonna
misses
come
for
at
ball
you.
1.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone.
I
you
didn't
can
get it
believe
from
in to
wish.com,
find a way to get on base.
because apparently, like, stuff from, like, Wish is
to short.
awful with things that you expect to buy and what you
that's
actually
one
get
out
in
as they get
return.
the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
It's
Oh, he's
awful.
doing a nice job of.
Now it's going to be Harry James. 1 for 3. 0-2 now. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Martinez over to second. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Logan Allen. And he'll work on holding this lead.
Oh, dang it, I wanted that one.
And now the lefty. And a foul ball.
Your pitch right here, kid. Let's go.
Here's the 0-2. And now 1-2.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Late.
1 out.
Tell you what, those are the types of guys pitchers. This was a huge
We're
win
always
to take this
on time
series
on
on the
this
road.
house, and you never.
Okay, I still am
Also, I'm almost done with Octopath Traveler, so I'm very excited.
nice.
Like, I have, like, I think 2 chapters. I have 1 character chapter left, and then I know there's an epilogue-esque fight thingy. But I don't know what happens in it.
But yeah, I don't know what I'm streaming tomorrow, because I won't be able to stream for as long tomorrow.
It'll be a surprise.
Maybe I'll do Greedfall.
Maybe you should stream your demise. We haven't had that in a while. Your demise.
You know what? We haven't.
I think your demise is on schedule again. Because we haven't done that in a while.
Well, we can all agree that every game in history copied Persona 5. Yes.
I'm going to punch you.
And
What are
every
y'all gonna
game
do
will
when
continue.
P3PE comes out?
What?
What are you gonna
From
do when Persona
historic
3 comes
Fenway
out?
Park in Boston, Massachusetts.
Obviously,
the show
it,
brings you
I mean,
game
it
one.
copied its name! Persona!
Sorry, allow me to clarify. Shin Megami Tensei Persona 3.
No, it's still copy Persona.
Check swing,
My
but he
bad.
went too
Because
far.
Persona
That's
3,
strike
if I
one.
pull up my copy
Runner
again,
at second here, one gone.
is named Shin Megami Tensei. Before they dropped it from the title of 4. Ah yes, PlayStation 2, Persona 3, Gekigen High School, Shin Megami Tensei, Persona 3,
infield single. And now the Twins catcher, Austin Wells.
Sorry, did you say it copied? Of course, my bad.
Throws over.
Just don't be
Caesar
surprised
back
when
in
you
on a
play
dive.
Persona 3 Portable and it sounds like a game that was written in 2009 because it was written in 2007 technically. Nah, 2006.
The pitch. Runner on the goal.
So when it
And that'll
uses
load the bases.
lingo and school
Well, the
questions
stage has
that
been
feel
set
like
for
they're
this
over
offense,
10
Boo.
years
It's
old,
all
it's
about
because it
creating
is.
opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Well, and we're also playing it
Mason
dubbed.
wins. The
So
next
is it
twin
voice
up to
acted?
hit.
Of course.
So
There's
it'll
lots of voice
they
acting
will
cast for
speak
Persona
English.
3.
Do they have like a situation where they speak English, but they're actually
Where
speaking
they're
Japanese? So they're like, "Wow, you're so good at
Japanese,
English.
yes. Yeah, it's just like in Persona 5.
You're so good at
I'm gonna
English,
learn
hon,
English.
even though you're
Said in
speaking
English.
That's
English."
a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and
Just
deep
don't be
enough,
surprised
and
when the
that's
classroom
exactly what he
questions
did.
sound
Good
like they were
pass
written
to
in
the baseball.
2007 because they were.
And now the runner breaks for the plate.
I
Swinging
do
and a ground
remember
ball out to
there's
short.
one
They
question
get
about the
force,
ozone layer.
and that will end the inning.
Keep
On
in
to the
mind,
bottom of the
Persona 3
first.
was written in
It's the
2006.
Twins 1 and the Red Sox nothing.
So climate change wasn't really a thing. Right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
But this line was so great because the teacher,
Julius
after he answered the
Caesar,
questions,
the
like,
next twin
there
up
is some
to hit.
scientists are
Reached on
suggesting
an
that,
infield
like,
single
you know,
his
with all the
first time.
technology, we could, you know, damage the ozone layer. But that'll be your guys' problem. And I was like, ha ha, Atlas back in 2006, how did you know? That would be our problem. Ha ha.
Line to left.
Tries.
And it
There we go.
stays
Go on,
fair.
go to, go to,
Pena
go to.
rounds third, headed for the plate. One run in. Here comes another.
He's
Basson
out.
with a relay home, and he's out. But one run.
This will be my last game because I still gotta take a shower.
Two outs. Bases full. So stepping in for Boston, Robert Poisson.
Anyway,
Robert
That's
Poisson.
what you do.
wait, if
Hard
y'all
hit,
say
right
it
side.
copied, I'm gonna smack you.
Third out.
In the
Probably
face.
even has Igor, which they copied.
We've played 4. It's the
You
Twins
know,
3 and the Red Sox.
You love the Velvet Room theme, right?
So up next,
Oh, yeah, I know. I
Julius
love it.
Caesar.
You want me to
I'm gonna
do your rendition?
newsflash you really fast, ready? I'm gonna newsflash you really fast. Do you want to know where it came from?
And first off, Ring is foul ball.
Persona 3.
I actually can't remember it.
In this town.
Um,
What was it like for you
it
being a
came from
college
Persona
student and
3.
having the opportunity to bounce
And
over
they've
here
just
to Fenway
never
Park
once
and
changed
see
the
it's-
song because
it's
everyone's
high
like,
vocals.
this is a nice
Some
song.
college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing
They've never once
I
changed
got-
it
I got
because
nothing.
everyone liked it.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just
But
no one there
you-
to knock it down.
you like
And now
that
they've got
song,
some
and it
speed on
came
first,
from-
So we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's the pitch. Runner
See,
goes.
Sniper, I'm willing to be
3-1,
like,
he couldn't
wow,
come up
surely
with
it was just the
Second
servers
walk of
being
the
dumb,
game
but
for
Sinky
him,
keeps
and
DCing
he's
off
been
of many
really
games,
patient
which
at the
means
plate,
that it's
a
not
game
just
plan that he's
servers
sticking
being
to.
dumb.
He's just not going
It's
outside of what
Sinky's
he's looking for
internet.
up there.
Next is the designated
It's
hitter,
never my
Mason
fault,
Wynn.
so
Come on, big guy, see it. Drive it, right here.
I didn't say it
Moved
was
to second,
I just said
and he's
your
back
internet.
in there.
That does not mean you, unless you are the internet.
Come on, big guy.
maybe that's why it's so slow sometimes. Why I'm just so sleepy.
Because you're
Runners on the
slow.
move. Got him
Down,
swinging.
down.
Throw to
We
third.
cracked the code.
Safe. Double steal.
I'm just so sleepy. And the internet's like, all right.
We finally cracked the code.
So 2 on with 2 away. And the batter will
So
be
if
the
we just get you to be
shortstop,
energetic,
Elvis
will that make it a
Martinez.
good connection? She said with a yawn. What was that?
We're stealing. Oh, never mind.
Tries to get
We're
back.
never
and
mind.
safe.
Okay.
I left way too early.
Calvin Gage up
Is
next
it
for the
already
Red
the end of the year?
Sox.
This last like 3 days have gone very, very slow.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. There's the ball. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning.
Well, trying to get in the
Just put
scoring
pour
position,
water.
but a great catch and throw to end the inning.
Are
That's the
you
way to pick
saying
up the
our
pitcher.
cold water is poor? That's a bit rude. It's a bit
Rude.
rude. Yeah, no, that's really rude.
Julius
Pour water?
The next twin up to hit.
Just so you know, our water's very rich, okay? And it doesn't matter,
While I was
okay?
looking at Twitter, you know how there was, of course, the
Smash to
massive
the
winter
left
storm
side.
that was
Lays
last week.
out. He's got it. The throw.
25
Oh!
people were stuck in a Target for 3 days.
Here's Cody Bellinger.
They were stuck in Buffalo,
Oh yeah, I saw
and
that.
they couldn't get outside
And
because
he tries to
snow
drag
literally
bunt
blocked the
towards
doors.
first. Montero. They
And
put
so
the tag
this
on
person
him, and
put
that's
on
out number
TikTok
2.
that these 25 people spent 3 days in a Target. And you want to know what they did? Most of
One out,
them just
bases
used
empty.
the TVs to
Julius
watch
Caesar,
football.
The next twin up to hit.
But they
Oh,
drew.
but can you imagine, like,
First
they
pitch,
had
not
the food that was
close.
there. Because, like, they couldn't leave. And it took a
Right-handed
bulldozer
reliever.
to get them out.
And fouled off.
so you're right for going to Target. Should have used the Amazon. Oh my goodness, so
Now
people in the
bases
Twin
empty.
Cities, because of the weather,
Swing and a
um,
miss. 1
didn't
and 2.
get their
That
Christmas
fastball right
packages
by
in
him,
time.
slightly elevated.
Well,
That's a
you know what,
that's
right.
boost for this
And
guy
I
out there
looked
on the
on
mound. See if
the
he
comment
continues to
section. I
climb the
saw this
ladder.
on Twitter, and I saw this.
Swing and a line
They were like,
drive.
maybe we just don't need the post service anymore.
Dude, it's literally like, it was negative 34, okay?
Like, really?
If anything, you
These
should
guys
always
know they
suspect
have
your
a long
packages will be
series
delayed
ahead of them, but they come out
because
established
they are
and set
literally
the
I
tone
mean,
in the
human.
first game of
Now,
the
this
series.
might be a
Very important
newsflash for some
impact.
people.
Push in the driver's seat
We
to
live
win
in
Game
Minnesota.
3 and then push yourself to a series win, if not a sweep.
This one finished.
But I was like, really, people? Really? Really?
Are
I mean,
we really gonna
there
go
were a
this
lot of
way?
people in the comments that were like, well, you know, they have not a lot of people and yada, yada, yada. But I was like, really,
I mean,
people?
yeah, they're overworked and all that jazz during this that time of year. But like, come on, man.
Really? Is that
Don't
what we're...
immediately go, we don't need them, because yes, we do.
Yeah. Somebody was like, well, other services were able to deliver their packages. So? Well, then use other services then.
Use
Or
other services.
realize that people, you know, like, they're just gifts. No one cares. You can open your gifts
Onion always posts one
the day after Christmas.
Look on child's face, not worth the $200 spent.
Alright, but this is where we're going to end it. Whenever you see this, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. We'll be back later. Peace out.